Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today for this presentation on our exciting new tool called MemberCircle. Here's an overview of what we'll be covering today. First, we'll discuss the association's use of MemberCircle and how you can implement MemberCircle at your company as well. Then, we'll explain what MemberCircle is, and we'll show you a demonstration of MemberCircle so that you can see the tool in action. And finally, we'll discuss why the association chose to implement MemberCircle and how implementing it at your organization can increase your ERGs and council's impact and effectiveness. So let's start by discussing the association's launch of MemberCircle. Tomorrow, the association will formally launch the tool. Every member of the association will get an email notifying them that their MemberCircle account has been created. Association members will be able to log on to MemberCircle and access the association's brand new portal. The portal will be a platform for association members across the country to network and engage with one another to discuss an array of ERG and council topics, to include themes like best practices and success stories. After tomorrow's launch, the association team will be engaging with members to explore topic-specific groups that members would like to see created. Additional details on the portal will be communicated to members over the next few weeks. In addition to being available to association members, MemberCircle can also be implemented at organizations outside the association. When a company or organization decides to use MemberCircle, each entity, like an ERG or council, gets their own space to communicate and collaborate. Additionally, a great feature of MemberCircle is that a single member can be part of multiple organizations and groups within an organization. For example, let's say Betsy Jones is a member of the association and her company, XYZ Corp., also decided to use MemberCircle. With Betsy's one MemberCircle account, she can access both the association's portal and XYZ Corp's portal. She can also be part of multiple groups within both the association and her company. Now let's begin to explore the tool itself and what it actually is. It's an intuitive and simple tool designed to help members of an organization safely build relationships with one another. The tool is also designed to foster more productive and effective communications within an organization and its groups. There are two portals that make up MemberCircle, a personal portal and an organizational portal. The personal portal establishes a closed social network within an organization. Each member of the organization gets their own profile to personalize and make their own. This is also where members of the same organization can search for and find one another. By adding a colleague to your network, the user is able to communicate one-on-one with that individual. A user's network of colleagues is referred to as their inner circle. You will see this in action during the demonstration. So while the personal portal is for the individual member, the organizational portal is the space for the organization or group. Each group's page within this portal is laid out the same way, which makes it easy for users to navigate between multiple organizations and groups they may belong to, like a veterans ERG and a women's leadership group, for example. The organizational portal is equipped with numerous tools to streamline a group's activities and communications. These features will also be highlighted during the demonstration. Before transitioning into the demonstration portion of our presentation, it's important to understand the hierarchical nature of MemberCircle. This slide depicts XYZ Corp., its Diversity Council, and 3 sample ERGs. The dashed lines to the right and left show you that you can have unlimited groups within this structure. All of these entities that make up a company are referred to as an organization. A single group, such as Disabled, is referred to as a node. Any group below that, Disabled Atlanta for this case, is referred to as a subordinate node. A group can utilize up to 10 tiers for their organization. This hierarchical setup helps streamline communication, getting information where it needs to be. Calendar events and announcements posted at one node are pushed down to any nodes below it. Additionally, documents and photos uploaded at a node can be made available to the entire organization. You'll get a better idea of the power of this setup while watching the demonstration, and we'll discuss it more after the demo. We will now begin the demonstration of MemberCircle. The first portion is an overview of the tool showing general basic functionality. The second portion pertains more to using the tool at your organization and gives you an idea of just how easy it is to actually manage your MemberCircle portal. After the demonstration, we'll explore some of the reasons the association chose to implement MemberCircle for its members. We'll also look into how putting MemberCircle to use in your organization can increase the effectiveness and impact of your ERGs and councils. Hello, and welcome to this demonstration of MemberCircle using Adobe Captivate. In this demonstration, we are going to be showing you some of the features and functions of both the personal and organizational portals. This is a sample personal page created for a member of the Association of ERGs and Councils. Moving from left to right, you will see homepage pictures, any active announcements, the user's person-to-person bulletin board, and any upcoming events from this user's groups. With MemberCircle's messaging feature, users can send and receive private messages with members of their inner circle. Users can also create groups from their inner circle and organizational groups to facilitate faster communication. Now let's take a brief look at the Photos feature of MemberCircle. Clicking Photos at the top of the page will take the user to their photo gallery. The gallery will be populated by albums containing individual photos. From here, members of a user's inner circle can view or comment on individual photos, and the user can change photo properties such as album placement, titles, and searchable keywords, among others. Clicking the Calendar link at the top of the page will take us to the Individual Calendar module, which acts as a compiler for all of the user's groups. This calendar shows events from one organization. If a user belongs to more than one organization, they can color-code events from different groups to make the calendar easier to navigate. The Connections tab at the top of the Personal page shows a drop-down menu that allows users to manage their relationships with other MemberCircle users. We are going to click on My Inner Circle to show you the different functions available from that page. From this page, users can manage their received Inner Circle requests, search for members of mutual organizations, as well as create and manage groups from their inner circle. MemberCircle's networking feature allows users to network within their organization in order to locate other users with expertise in a particular field or some other trait. Hovering over the My Account tab at the top of the page brings up a drop-down menu that allows users to jump to their personal homepage at any time, as well as a link to their personal profile where they can change their personal information and preferences. My Memberships shows a drop-down menu that lets users jump from group to group, manage their personal preferences for each of their groups, as well as search for and join additional groups within their organization. We will now use this feature to jump to this user's organization. This is a sample homepage for the Association of ERGs and Councils. Moving from left to right, you will see a rotating slide banner, homepage pictures, a newsfeed window that automatically updates whenever new content is added, and a sponsor link window that allows for external links. Below the homepage pictures, you will find two links labeled Announcements and Calendar. When clicked, the Announcements link will change the newsfeed window into a list of active announcements where site administrators can create, edit, or delete these announcements. Clicking the Calendar link will take the user to the group calendar where any group events or parent events will be listed. Here we have the organizational calendar for the association. To the left, you'll see a list labeled Upcoming Events, which is populated by any events that will occur in the next 7 days. To the right, in the monthly view, you can see events taking place throughout the month that were created by this group or any parent group. Clicking an individual event will open a window providing more detail about the chosen event. Users will be able to see where the event was created, when and where the event takes place, and any additional information included by the event creator. Hovering over the About Us tab at the top of the page will cause a drop-down menu with 4 links to informational pages to appear. History, Frequently Asked Questions, and Contact Us are fairly self-explanatory, and the Sponsors page is included for any group that may have internal or external sponsors. Now let's take a look at the association's document repository. MemberCircle's document repository is searchable throughout an entire organization, and any user with upload permissions can submit content. Users upload documents to folders created by site administrators in order to make document retrieval easier. Although only PDF files are currently shown, MemberCircle accepts multiple types of documents as well as informing the user when the document was uploaded or last updated. The Photos feature of the organizational portal works just like the personal side. The only difference is that photos uploaded to the organizational side have multiple access levels to choose from, ranging from local group only to public. Let's take a look at the Discussions feature by clicking the Discussions tab at the top of the page. Discussions on MemberCircle are separated into two parts, topics and threads. Topics are overarching themes created by administrators, which individual threads fall into. To view or create threads within a single topic, the user simply needs to click which topic they wish to view. Once a topic has been chosen, the user will be able to find any public threads within the chosen topic, as well as any private threads to which they have been invited or have created. Users will also be able to gauge the activity level of a thread by viewing the amount of replies it has, as well as when the last comment was submitted. Users can also opt into a daily discussion summary that will alert them to any discussion activity in groups that they belong to. When an individual thread is opened, users will see the initial post and can choose to view any comments that have been submitted. Users will also be able to report an entire thread or individual comments to site administrators if they feel the content is inappropriate or sensitive in nature. Now, because the account I'm using is also an administrative account, you will also see an inline management tool that will allow me to edit or delete the entire thread. Again, because this is an administrative account, there is an Admin tab at the top of the page. Hovering over the Admin tab will cause a drop-down menu with a list of tools that aid in the administration of the page to appear. From here, administrators can manage users, documents, and content, among many other things. On a final note, as was previously stated, jumping from the organizational portal back to the user's personal homepage is as simple as hovering over My Account and clicking My Homepage. Now that we have viewed what features and functions MemberCircle has to offer its users, let's take a look at the administrative functions for the organizational portal. In this video, there are three main areas that we will cover: the administrative drop-down menu, the announcement function, and the organizational calendar. If you have been granted administrative privileges by your group, you will see an Admin tab at the top of the group page. Hovering over this tab will show a drop-down menu that provides tools for site administration. Clicking the Settings tab will allow you to change group information, preferences, contact information, and membership questions. The Information tab contains fields for the group name, address, logo, and contact information. The Preferences tab allows you to alter the colors of the page's background, text, and body, default viewing permission for uploads, public viewing permissions, page status, as well as many other features. The Contacts tab will allow you to add, edit, or delete contact information for individuals within your group. Any information entered here will appear on the Contact Us page. The Membership Questions tab allows administrators the option to include custom questions that new applicants can answer when applying. The options Manage Users, Photos, and Documents all have the same layout, which allows administrators to manage these three organizational aspects whether they are pending, active, inactive, or rejected. Whenever there is an action that requires an administrator, a small asterisk will appear next to the Admin tab at the top of the page, as well as the function that needs attention. The statuses pending, active, inactive, and rejected each have important distinctions. Anything pending has been submitted by a user for admin approval, active has been approved for the site by an admin, inactive is mainly for bookkeeping purposes and maintaining records, and rejected means that an administrator has deemed an upload to be inappropriate or an applicant has not been allowed to join the group. This is the page that will appear when you click Manage Users. From this page, you can change the status of pending applications, as well as make status changes to any members that are already part of the group. When an individual user is selected, you will be able to change their status within the group, as well as any upload permissions that they currently have. This is what the initial Manage Photos page looks like. From this page, you can change the status of pending uploads, as well as make changes to any photos that are already part of the group's photo library. Once a gallery has been selected, you can choose one or multiple photos to make changes to. This is the initial Manage Documents page. From this page, you can change the status of pending uploads, as well as make changes to any documents that are already part of the group's document library. When a document is selected, you can edit the placement, title, and access, among other aspects of the chosen document. The Manage Events tab will present a list of all upcoming events on a group's calendar. Some users who find it easier to work from a list format may choose to use this feature to control upcoming events. Administrators can edit event information and delete any upcoming events from this page by clicking the appropriate icon, making the changes, and saving them. Clicking the Manage Content tab will present a list of any custom content pages created by page administrators. Content pages can be anything from lists of important links to informal greeting pages for non-members when they visit your group's page. The tab labeled Manage Groups allows administrators to create groups within a page's membership to allow for more focused communication. Some examples of groups that might be created include project teams and leadership committees, among others. The Manage Subordinate Nodes tab allows administrators to create and manage any nodes directly below them, as long as they are not currently the bottom tier of the organization. As you can see, this group is at the bottom tier for this organization. Because of this, there is no option to create or manage subordinate nodes. Clicking Manage Discussion Topics will present a list of current topics that are organization-wide in scope. Much like discussion topics, document folders can be created and edited by site administrators with two default folders labeled General and Newsletters. This finishes our review of the administrative drop-down menu, and we will now look at MemberCircle's announcement feature. Clicking on the Announcements link at the bottom left of the home page will present a list of any active announcements. Once an announcement's active period elapses, it will no longer appear on this page. When a user with administrative privileges hovers near the top of the Announcements page, an inline management link will appear. Click on this link to open the Announcement Manager. The Announcement Manager allows administrators to create, edit, and delete announcements that will be sent out to the group they were created in and any subordinate nodes and their members. When an announcement is created or edited, the user will need to choose a start and end date, the default being the current date for both, and whether they wish to send out the announcement as an email and text message in addition to the default posting to MemberCircle pages. Individual users must opt in to receive text messages, but as registered users they have agreed to receive any email announcements sent by their groups. To get a better idea of how the announcement feature on MemberCircle works, please take a look at the example MemberCircle organization on the screen. This is a 4-tiered organization with anywhere from 1 to 9 nodes in each tier. If an announcement is created at Disabled Miami in Tier 4, then only members of Disabled Miami will see this announcement on their MemberCircle pages and receive a text or email. If the same announcement were created on the Disabled page at Tier 3, then every disabled subordinate node would see the announcement and receive emails or texts. The effect is the same throughout the entire organization. The more broad-reaching the news, the higher up the structure the announcement should be made. Now that you have a better idea of how MemberCircle's announcement feature works, let's take a brief look at the group calendar on our sample organization page. You can access the organizational calendar by clicking the Calendar link at the bottom left of the home page. When an administrator wishes to create a new calendar event, they can either click the Add Event button at the top right of the calendar page, or click the date that they want the event to take place. Finally, when users click on a created event, a small window will appear that displays any information included by the creator. Calendars viewed on an organizational node will only include events for that group and any events from parent groups. This concludes the Captivate demonstration of MemberCircle's administrative functions. Now, to build on the demonstration you just saw, there are a few more features we would like to discuss. First, implementing the tool is a quick and easy process that doesn't require any IT integration or software installation. Secondly, the distraction piece is a huge concern for leadership when exploring solutions like MemberCircle. Unlike many other networking tools, MemberCircle does not link users to people or topics outside the work arena. As you saw during the demo, this tool is very easy to use. Since team members have diverse levels of technical skills, an inclusive tool like this is great because no one is left out due to lack of technical experience or savviness. Also, the options are really unlimited for an organization that decides to implement MemberCircle. Companies can create and manage as many groups as they would like to. As your ERGs and groups grow and change, MemberCircle is flexible and can reflect that growth. Groups can be added and deleted as needed at any time. Lastly, the privacy of your members and groups is our passion. Let's explore privacy in a bit more detail. Unlike other networking tools, Everything that you do on MemberCircle belongs to you. We don't claim any ownership over your data, the content you put on the portal, or the ideas that you share. Additionally, we promise to never sell or distribute any of your data. If you explore user agreements for other social media and networking tools, you'll see that these privacy points really set us apart from the others. Although many people are not aware of it, most of the social media and networking tools explicitly say that they have rights to anything you do in their space, and that they retain the right to do as they wish with your data. Those top bullet points are the highlights of our privacy policy that we're really proud to provide our customers. Please contact us for a copy of our full privacy policy. Parallel with our passion for privacy, we also take security extremely seriously. HR Software is a spin-off of Innovative Management Concepts, or IMC. IMC has focused on providing IT security solutions to the federal government for almost 20 years. Dr. Might has taken the security-related lessons learned from his IT experience running IMC and put them to use with the solutions that HR Software provides. In addition to the advanced and complex security mechanisms in place, there are also straightforward security mechanisms built into the way the tool works. For example, when a user searches for fellow members, only members with shared organizations will be displayed. Additionally, when a user applies to be a part of a group, the group administrator must approve that user before the applicant can view that group's page. Please feel free to contact us for a full copy of our security policy. So now that we've finished discussing the features of the tool, let's explore the association's decision to implement MemberCircle for its members. There are three main goals the association is fulfilling by using MemberCircle. First, they wanted to have a safe and secure place to communicate with their members. Secondly, they were excited to give members an opportunity to expand their networks of colleagues within the D&I space. And lastly, they wanted an intuitive, easy-to-use solution where members can have productive discussions and share ideas with one another. Many of the association's reasons for choosing MemberCircle align with the reasons a company would choose to provide MemberCircle to its employees. Like the association, a company's ERGs and other groups are stronger and better equipped for success when their members are able to build professional relationships with one another and network in a meaningful sense. In many cases, members only see each other at ERG meetings and occasionally around the workplace. Our tool gives members a 24/7 communications platform to build on those existing relationships, as well as build new ones. As you all know, it's important for ERGs and councils to integrate and collaborate with other corporate functional areas and not operate in isolation. Since a company can have groups beyond those that are D&I related, the impact of ERGs and councils can be greatly expanded by being able to collaborate with other functional areas of the company. It's easy for an ERG to have momentum and excitement during a focused monthly meeting with its members. It's more challenging to maintain and build on that momentum until the next meeting or event. Using MemberCircle helps bridge that time between in-person sessions. It also makes the face-to-face sessions more productive because members are able to show up informed and prepared for a meaningful activity. In most cases, members of ERGs and other groups have jobs within the company unrelated to their group. A collaboration tool that isn't easy to learn might as well not be implemented at all because there simply isn't the time for members to extensively train on a solution unrelated to their day-to-day work tasks. We understand this, which is why we created our solution to be so user-friendly and intuitive. Lastly, MemberCircle serves as a repository for your group's membership, events, announcements, documents, and idea-sharing sessions. This consistent record-keeping takes an enormous burden off the group and eliminates the need to scramble through numerous different places to complete an array of administrative requirements and meet important deadlines. Okay, so now that we've completed our presentation, let's quickly recap what we've covered. First, we learned about what MemberCircle is, and we watched a demonstration of the tool in action. Then we discussed why the association chose to implement MemberCircle. Lastly, we scratched the surface on ways that implementing MemberCircle can take your ERGs and councils to the next level by improving their effectiveness and impact. We're going to turn it back over to Mr. Barry to wrap up this portion, and then we'll move into a Q&A session. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn more about MemberCircle. We're excited and proud to be providing this innovative tool to the association and its members, and look forward to the project kicking off tomorrow.